So Trump was asked, I forget which journalist asked him, but he was asked about Tucker Carlson hosting Nick Fuentes and how that's sort of led to like a Republican civil war that's exploding on the right. And, Trump gave a very Trumpian answer. He basically said something like, I like Tucker Carlson. Tucker's a good guy. And look, you got to believe in free speech. You got to let people interview whoever they want to interview. Sometimes controversial, sometimes not controversial. But he interviewed Nick Fuentes, and it is what it is. He's allowed to interview whoever he wants. And so that's what Trump said. And of course, you're going to have the Mark Levins and the Ben Shapiros. They're going to be low-key seething about what Trump said there. But of course, there's somebody who's absolutely over the moon ecstatic about what Trump said there. And that guy's name is Nick Fuentes. So he went on his stream and he's reacting to Trump, basically not denouncing him. He's not denouncing him. He's dodging. He's talking about free speech. He's saying nobody can control who Tucker wants to talk to or who he doesn't want to talk to. And so the message was sent out. In step Nick Fuentes, who has been ripping Trump a new asshole on a semi-regular basis for like over a year now, right? What did he say the other day? He said something like, we got the worst of everything with Trump. We got the worst of every president with Trump. We got the warmongering of George W. Bush. We got the sex crimes of Bill Clinton. And we got the dementia of Joe Biden. So that's what he was saying the other day. Now he's saying this.
I saw some people saying this. They said, you said MAGA is dead. Then you said, thank you, Mr. President. I have to say, this is the best day in Trump's second term yet, I think. Trump taking a stand on this issue may be the most important thing he has done so far this year. He bombed Iran. He tried to cover up the Epstein files. He gave Israel $12 billion in aid. He has not deported nearly enough people. He did not schedule F 50,000 federal employees. But if all that he did is deflate the Israel lobby, if all that he did is decline to cancel Tucker Carlson, that might just be enough to create an opening. So I've said it before, I'm not a Trump hater. When Trump does something bad, I criticize. When Trump does something good, I praise. And this is maybe the best thing Trump has done all year. So if he keeps it up, man, this is the kind of Trump that we wanted to see from the beginning.
By the way, he's selling himself short. He actually has said a number of times that Biden would be better. But now that Trump refuses to denounce him, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, my guy, I fucking love you, bro.
Does something bad, I criticize. When Trump does something good, I praise. And this is maybe the best thing Trump has done all year. So if he keeps it up, man, this is the kind of Trump that we wanted to see from the beginning. Where was this Trump the whole year?
This is the kind of Trump, a Trump who doesn't denounce me, a Trump who doesn't call me out. We love that.
Trump says, fine, release the Epstein files. Let Tucker talk to whoever he wants. Where was this Trump from the beginning? I wish we had this Trump when Bibi bombed Iran.
Is Nick still pretending that Trump is not in the Epstein files here? Did you just give him credit for saying release the Epstein files now, even though this is an obvious trick? It's an obvious ploy. It's very clear. They're either going to purge all the Trump and Republican stuff out of the Epstein files, or they're just not going to release it, even though he signed the bill to release it, because he says, oh, I got a new investigation happening, so I can't release it yet.
Where was this Trump from the beginning? I wish we had this Trump when Bibi bombed Iran. So I like to see it. Very solid move, Mr. President. I knew you had it in you. I always knew deep down you still had it in you. We love this guy, but he's just been disappointing us. Please, let us support you again, but you have to do the right thing. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. President. I knew you had it in you the whole time.
Thank you, sir. Gosh golly, you didn't fucking denounce me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. Gee, is that all it takes? A little pat on the head. Okay, son. Okay. You can keep doing your show. Okay. Oh, gosh golly, thanks, Papa. Gee whiz. Jesus Christ. This is so stupid. But by the way, look, he's not wrong in his implication here. His implication is like, well, hello, the fact that this guy's not denouncing us means the door is still open for us to be the future of MAGA. When Trump exits stage left, which he never will do until he's no longer with us, but at some point, obviously, he won't be with us any longer. When Trump exits stage left, there will be vying for the crown of MAGA. What does MAGA really mean? And you're going to have different ideologies and philosophies around that. You're going to have the Ben Shapiros and the Mark Levins who say MAGA is traditional Reagan-style conservatism, and yes, it does involve sucking off Israel and loving Israel. That's going to be a thing. You're also going to have the Marjorie Taylor Greens who say it's something else. You're going to have Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson who say it's something else as well. So they're going to be fighting for it. By Trump not denouncing, Nick Fuentes and him not denouncing Tucker and what they've been doing recently, it is leaving the door open to, okay, when I'm gone, you want to be more anti-Israel. When I'm gone, you want to be more anti-Semitic. By all means, go right ahead. By all means, go right ahead. And so it actually is low-key like a bitch-made move from Trump. And this is what you're saying, like Tucker's move of inviting Nick on his show. That was a bitch-made move. This guy smeared your father, and you invited him on and invited him to dinner the day before. And according to a New York Times report, let Fuentes know this is going to be a softball. I'm not going to go at you hard because Tucker is afraid of Nick and his audience. He's trying to grift off the popularity of Nick, get a lot of those people to his side to watch his show. He wants to crowd surf that momentum and that wave of young far-right people who are very energetic and very involved. And so Tucker, it was a bitch-made move for Tucker to bring him on and not grill him on any of the things, the actually disgusting things that he says and believes. And it's a bitch-made move for Trump to not condemn it and to not say, you know what, we're against Nazis. Nazis go a little too far. Don't you think, people? I think so. We fought them in World War II, didn't we? But instead of doing that, well, it's free speech. The old fucking free speech two-step. I'm not going to comment on the substance of what you're saying. I'm just going to say, in general, everybody should be allowed to say things. Oh, really? What are those things in question? Well, we happen to know when it comes to Nick Fuentes, he says stuff like, quote, dating women is gay. Having sex with women is gay. He says, quote, I fucking hate the poor. I love the rich. Quote, democracy is wrong. Quote, all black people should be ashamed of crimes committed by others of their race. White people are every single bit justified in being racist. Quote, give the death penalty to Jews, atheists, and witches. Quote, we want to go back to the Middle Ages. He called for, quote, Catholic Taliban rule in America. Quote, women shouldn't have the right to vote. Quote, Hitler was really fucking cool. I admire Hitler. And the list goes on and on. But they're all being bitches, and they're all scared of Fuentes' base. And so that's what I'm saying. Fuentes is not wrong here. The fact that he's celebrating that Trump didn't condemn him, there's some there. And the there is like, oh shit, yeah, he's leaving the door open for you guys to be the future when he's gone. And he's not shutting the door on that. So, in the future, when he's gone, you can't have a Ben Shapiro type or a Ted Cruz type play the clip of Trump saying, I denounce this character, Nick Fuentes. He is not MAGA, ladies and gentlemen. He is not MAGA. If Trump is not giving that wing of the party that soundbite, then yes, it's easier for Fuentes to continue to have relevance, continue to grow the size of his audience, continue to take up the mantle of America first and make America great again. So, I mean, look, the bottom line is the right is making their peace with Nazis, making their peace with white nationalists. And it really shouldn't surprise anybody because they're already totally cool with Nazis and white nationalists. The only difference is the dominant strain currently of MAGA, the dominant ideology within MAGA is pro-Israel, right? It's like it agrees with Nick Fuentes on everything except Israel. On Israel is where they go, no, we're very pro-Israel, and Fuentes is anti-Israel because he's an anti-Semite, right? It stems from that, as opposed to lefties are anti-Israel but pro-Jew. He's anti-Israel and anti-Jew, right? So that's the only difference. And so yes, now he's the heir apparent in many respects, and his influence is growing. And it all stems from these bitch-made losers who refuse to say, you know what, he goes a bridge too far. So there you have it. I think he's right to celebrate because the door's open, and it will continue to be open because clearly they want it open. Clearly Trump wants it open. Clearly Tucker wants it open. Clearly they think this is the future, and they're comfortable with that being the future. And that says a lot about what's become of the Republican Party. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.